Hello, hello, welcome to Mindset to Results. Today, our guest is Dawn. She is founder of the brand Just Do It My Best. And we are going to speak about women entrepreneurs who are in a very beautiful age that is 50 plus, how they can stay beautiful, confident, and do their best and live their best lives. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for having me. What a pleasure to meet you.
You're most welcome. I am happy to have you here on our podcast, and I like to know more about your brand. You said that you started this brand after you just turned 50, and you want to share with women how they can keep young, how they can do makeup the best and affordable way. And of course, it will affect their confidence, will make them more confident. And I'm happy to hear about your story.
Well, great. Well, thank you for having me again. I appreciate it so much. I started my social media channels and my YouTube channel, Just Doing My Best. As I was approaching 50, I really feel like when I was younger, we felt like our mothers, our grandmothers, over 40, over 50, their life was pretty much over. They took care of their kids, they took care of their grandkids, and now all they did was garden. And I think, well, obviously that's wonderful. And those are great goals. If that's what you want to do, is just say, you know what? I raised my kids, I worked. Now I just want to relax and enjoy life. I think that's amazing. But I also think there are a group of women who also think, you know what? Excuse me, my life's not over. There are still goals that I want to achieve. There are still things that I want to do. I want to still make things happen.
Mhm.
And so I really wanted to encourage mature women over 40, over 50, over 60 that life's not over. And not only can you start a business, you could write a book, you can, do all kinds of wonderful things, but you can also look beautiful and feel confident while doing it. And so my goal is to make makeup and skincare affordable, accessible, and simple for those mature women who are out and they're achieving goals and they're making things happen, but say, you know what? I'm not 20 anymore, and I don't want to do all of this hard, difficult, complicated makeup procedures. I just want to feel good. I want to look good, and I want it to be easy. So that's what I do is I try to make things simple, easy, affordable for these women who are still out living their life and have a lot of things to do on their wish list so far.
Oh, that is interesting. So, would you like to share with us some of your techniques, how you keep looking so young, and also how you would maybe share some what our listeners can do for themselves also at their homes?
Well, great. Well, one thing I think that when I was younger, we could just go to the drugstore. We could go someplace quick and easy and just pick up any makeup that we saw on television, in commercials, in magazines. And now we have to be a little bit more strategic. Makeup doesn't have to be complicated, but gone are the days when we can just go and pick up anything at the drugstore and put it on. Not only do we have to be a little bit more strategic with our technique, and I share a lot of those techniques on my YouTube channel and my social media channels, but also we need to be looking for makeup that has other benefits. Makeup has changed so much in the last even 5 years, but especially I can say at my age, I can say even 20 years. that there are ingredients now that are beneficial for our skin. We can look for things with vitamin C, look for things with niacinamide and hyaluronic acid, things that will plump up our skin. You know, we've got wrinkles, we've got age spots, we have fine lines that we're all concerned about. But all of those ingredients just make our skin look better in addition to good skincare. So I think we have to be strategic when looking for makeup, things that are going to be good for our skin, that are going to give us even more confidence. We know that that makeup is working for us. It's not just covering things up when we're going into a meeting and we're going out to meet friends or whatever.
Yes, amazing. So what do you usually do for your skincare?
I have really been diving deep into Korean skincare. I think that that's an area of skincare that a lot of people, especially my age, are not really looking into as much. The younger girls are talking about it, but women my age, we're still looking at the drugstore, which is wonderful. But we have places that we can buy things online, like Amazon, and Korean skincare brands are on the forefront. They are usually years ahead of some of the brands that we're more familiar with, especially here in the States. They are really looking at ingredients and things that we haven't even thought about yet, that are not even talked about yet in the States. But Korean skincare brands, brands from Italy and things like that that are making cleaner products that are better for our skin and groundbreaking ingredients.
Hmm. Very good. So, what do we would like to share, like some teachables or takeaways that people who are listening to us can implement and take away from our episode?
Well, like I said, I think we really need to be focused on getting makeup, especially foundation. We like to, after skincare, we generally will start with foundation just to make our skin look better. But at my age, two things. One is a makeup primer. I think we're still thinking, okay, great. I need to get better products, over 40, over 50, over 60. I need to find better products, but I'm still dealing with the same skin that is has fine lines and wrinkles and all of that. And a makeup primer just smooths the surface, it fills in the lines. So then when you apply foundation, it just looks better. You have a smoother surface, it blurs some of the texture and just makes your makeup go on and look more beautiful all day long. That's one of my favorite tips that I like to share is to look for a makeup primer.
Oh, great. I like how you describe this. I just imagine how the skin becomes looking so smooth. Yeah, so makeup primer and you use Korean cosmetic, yeah? As you
I do.
mentioned.
I like a lot of the Korean skincare brands. So many good brands out there that are affordable. That are affordable. Places like Amazon, things like that, that they have just some really great products out there that are good for our skin, that just make our skin and our makeup look so much better. And believe it or not, are super, super affordable. I think when I was younger, you either thought drugstore or department store, and there was nothing in between. It was either super, super affordable or it was super, super expensive. And now there are so many things right in between that we can get that will just have our makeup and our skincare, our makeup and our skincare looking so much better and giving us more confidence without breaking the bank, without spending a ton of money.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. I think that ladies who are listening to us now, they would like to check what are those products, what are those brands. maybe you would like to share the links to Amazon where they can check those specific products which you use and
Absolutely. I can give you the links to some of those that are just have been just amazing and have just really made a difference in my skincare and how my makeup goes on. And that's really what it's all about, regardless of what your goals are, regardless of how active or how productive or how goal oriented you want to be over 40, over 50. We just want to feel like we look and feel our very best.
amazing, amazing. So you started this business when you just turned 60. And how
Yeah,
was it
50.
before?
Yes.
Yes, 50. Sorry. It just 10 years, but you look so young. Yes.
Thank you.
So, you started this brand when you turned 50, and how was business? Is was something that new that you just started from scratch, becoming passionate about this new uh, way how you can help women to look beautiful, to have confidence and succeed?
Yes, I really wanted something that was for older women. There are a lot of younger women who are doing what I do, obviously, and they do a great job. But I find that women my age, excuse me, are watching some of them and they think, oh, I can do that. And then they're disappointed in the results because either they haven't changed their technique or they forget that these younger women are beautiful, but they don't have wrinkles, they don't have the age spots, they don't have the dark circles and things like that. So I wanted something just for older women. And so I just really dug deep into research and I researched what I wanted to do. Not only starting the social media channels, what was the best way to do that? Starting a YouTube channel, what was the best way to do that? And let me just give an aside and say it's not easy when you're starting something new. We have this mentality that I forget that I'm older now. I forget sometimes that I'm over 50 and I forget that things have changed a lot. And I didn't grow up in technology. So not only am I researching how I want to go about this and make this beneficial for older women, I had to learn a whole new skill set. And that's not easy sometimes, especially when we're used to doing things a certain way and we can't go back to our mothers or our grandmothers for help because while we want to help women our age and I want to help women that are older than I am, I have to be reliant on some of those younger women to show me how to do it. Because the minute I think that I have figured out an area of my business, like let's just say Instagram, or in the news right now is TikTok, as soon as I think I have figured that out, then I realize there's a whole nother area over here that I know nothing about, and it's completely different. I was on Instagram and Facebook and a couple of the other things before I even started YouTube. And that's a whole different animal and is run completely differently. And I had to learn an entirely new set of skills to be on YouTube. So much research of just not only researching how to do it, but also following a lot of people who are at the top of their game and then finding people who are not only at the top of their game in the field that I really wanted to do well in. I had to kind of come down a little bit and find people who were at my level or maybe just above that to see what they're doing, how they're doing it. And let's see, stalking sounds a little harsh, so I won't use that word, but I will say that I really had to just follow closely some of the women that were doing what I wanted to do, but doing it better. And I followed them on every channel that they were on, whether it was Pinterest or Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or YouTube. And I turned on all of my notifications. So the minute they did something, I was alerted and I watched it and I just um analyzed everything that they did, what time they posted, how, how that performed. Do you know what I mean? I just really did my research, finding the women who were doing what I was doing, but also the younger women who I had to admit know far more than I do because they grew up with all of this technology.
Yes, amazing,
So,
amazing how you're passionate about this. So you want to be young, yes, to look beautiful and learn and study and share this knowledge with other women to have them
yes,
do the same. Yes, and I can see that passion about what you're learning and doing. Yes, it shows that you have big goal and not
yes,
knowing how doesn't stop you. You just go and you check what other people do because success leaves clue, right? So if we just
does.
do what we feel is right, what we see other people do, we just keep persistent,
Yes,
consistently show up. Even today, I appreciate that you showed up. Yes, like came with your best, shared to be seen, to be heard by women.
yes,
And I'm sure that many women would like to connect with you and find out what products do you use for makeup or for skincare. And
yes.
yes, amazing. So, how mindset helps you in your business? Because it is, as you said, it is not easy just to start something new when there is so many other people, young and old, like all ages, doing this already. Yes, so this requires that right mindset that you find something unique that you can do that nobody else can do. So, what's that unique thing that you can say that this is what makes me outstanding and not similar like other people what they do?
Oh, well, first of all, I wouldn't say I'm outstanding. And, I think you have to be humble about those things too. There are so many women out there who are doing amazing things. And again, whether that's doing what I do, or they want to write a book, or they want to start a unique business. Um, One thing is I like to just inject a lot of humor and just be really real about it. I don't make any I don't make any bones. I don't make any bones about it. I don't pretend that I'm younger than I am. I have sagging skin because I'm older and I'm losing the color from my face. So I have to counteract that. But also, we live on a little hobby farm, and in Tennessee and in the US. And so I often will share my farm animals too. I know that a lot of people live in larger cities and they don't get to see that, and so that's a lot of fun for people too. But I try to be very, very real, and I try to be very real about um the techniques and the process and the products that I use, and really targeting the things that are unique to us as we get older. And one of the things too is I feel like as older women, as we get older, we get very set in our ways. And I think that's probably true for anyone, but especially as we get older, we get very set in our ways. And I have to remind myself, and I'm sure Many listeners, many entrepreneurs have heard this, but if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. And I have to say, okay, if I want to grow, I have to change. I have to change just a little bit. I have to stretch. I have to do something a little bit different than what I've always done. So not only am I studying women who do what I do, but I studied to say, oh gosh, I could do that, or I could do a version of that. I could do something very similar to that. Or I see other women and I go, oh, that's not for me. That's not my comfort level. I could never do that. But that thing there, I can do, and I can make it my own, and I can stretch myself just a little bit. Another thing that I do is I really try hard to find women in my industry that we can get together regularly and we brainstorm. We hold each other accountable. We tell each other our goals. We hold each other accountable. And we go back to each other and go, gosh, I saw where you did this. And you know what? This is my opinion. This is what I think would make it even better. And I let my friends do that to me also. Dawn, I saw where you did this and this was amazing. I think you could make it better by doing this. So they're in my industry, but they're not in the exact same niche. They're not in the exact same field that I'm in. And so it's been so, so helpful because when you're an entrepreneur, there are a lot of people who can help you. But also, when you're an entrepreneur, it can also be very isolating. There are a lot of people that you can talk to, but there are also a lot of people who are maybe in your very inner circle who have no idea what you're doing. They don't understand it. They don't want to understand it. And they're often not particularly helpful. So it's important to find people in your industry, make friends with people where you can feed off each other, you can encourage each other, you can help each other grow.
Yes, yes, amazing, amazing. Yeah, insights. Thank you for sharing. And it was really great discussion. Yes, so when we understand that age, with age, we have to pivot and we have to start doing
Yes.
something that we didn't do before. Yes, something
Yes.
we were taken for granted. It has to be taken more. And of course, how we look, it is not only about makeup and what we put on our face. Yes,
Yes.
it's also related to the way how we think. Yes, if we think that we are old, it will impact the processes. So for me, for me, I don't see myself even that I fit category of older women, like you say,
Right.
older women, because I'm also 50 plus. But
Right.
like when I hear that older women, I don't see myself in older women.
Right.
So yes, so I think this is very important how we see ourselves. Yes, so we can,
Yes.
yeah, we understand that there are numbers in passport, in documents, but also I believe that how we see ourselves, how we take care of our mind, of our state, that if we are
Yes.
happy, if we have big goal, if we live that with that feeling of fulfillment, joy,
Hmm.
happiness, it will like that big container which will be filled with energy because we have big goals and it is energy given us so we can fulfill those goals. So I believe
Yes.
that people who have big goals, they look younger, they are
Hmm.
more cheerful, they are more happy, they are more
Yes.
energetic because they wake up every morning and they see that big goal which they want to achieve. It
Absolutely.
drives them, and that state also affect how they look. And
Absolutely.
yes, and another thing is sleep. Yes, sleep is important, so we sleep well. Like I always sleep well. Yes,
Yes.
it's my priority. If I want to sleep, I just leave everything and I sleep. I know that
Hmm.
sometimes I can stay late if I have a lot of work and something that really, sometimes I just feel that I'm inspired and I have to write or do something.
Hmm.
Yes, I can, but usually I sleep well. Yeah, so
Yes,
another thing is physical activity.
absolutely.
Yeah, so for me, it is important. I dance. I dance every week. So it gives me again. I dance with usually that's a group of people who we dance all together, about like 100 plus people. There's a big room where we
Oh,
have.
wow.
Yeah, so we have classes, and after classes, we have socials. So it is full of young people, maybe 30, 40s. Like, so when you are among young people, you also feel
Yes,
like one of them. Yes, so
absolutely.
it be around young people. Yeah, so you feel like you are also young.
Yes.
Another thing I would say is food. Yes, so food is important.
Mhm.
So we have to really eat high quality products, which is full
Right.
of nutrients, vitamins,
Yes,
minerals, vegetables, fruits. This is also, I love fruits. I think I can
I do
just,
too.
if I have choice, for example, what to choose to eat, or like if there would be some,
Absolutely.
I would choose, I think, just fruits and vegetables. I
Yes.
really, every day I have my big plate of fruits, which is just a must. Yeah, so this is all components. And again, happiness makes women beautiful. Yes,
I agree.
when they happy, when they live life of passion, when they give value. Yes, because we women,
Right.
we want to give value, we want to
We
take
do.
care, right? Like we always take care of people who are around us, and this was makes us happy. And when we're happy, we're beautiful. Yes, when you see,
Yes.
you cannot say like woman who is happy that she will not be beautiful because
Right. I agree.
yes, because this beauty comes from inside. Yes,
Yes.
you don't even look much even at face when the woman is beautiful and
The
uh,
way she carries herself.
yes, like confident at that
Hmm.
high frequency, you pick up that energy. Yes, you
You
pick up
do.
energy and you see her as beautiful. Like you can say, "Oh, I met the most beautiful person today." Yeah, because
Hmm.
the way how she communicates makes you feel
Yes.
good about yourself as well.
Mhm.
And how we pursue people, like how we
Yes.
communicate with people, it is based on how we feel. Yeah,
Yes.
so we can also become those women who impacts others. Yes, leave them with impression of increase, make them feel well, and this
Right.
also great energy which we send, it will come back to us, and also we will stay beautiful.
I agree.
Yes, great, Don. So, is anything what you would like to share before we wrap up this episode?
I would like to share that I think that when we have big goals, like you said, it's funny because I kind of laughed when you said sometimes you're just really inspired. Whatever your goal is, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you're just very inspired and you want to write and you want to jot things down. I am a huge list maker and I like to keep track of my progress. And so I'm always writing things down when I'm inspired, and I'm always doing one more thing. But I also have to remind myself that if I'm going to be fulfilled, I have to be rested and I have to shut my mind off. And so I schedule that. And so there are times when I just say, no, I can't do that. I'm getting a little bit better about saying no, and things that I don't want to do, that doesn't interest me, that doesn't fill my bucket, that's not going to fulfill me. I'm going to say no to that, and I'm going to turn my mind off. And then I find that I'm more productive after that if I'm doing the things that make me fulfilled or give me rest or fuel me. Like you said, good food, good rest. Just even if it's just going out to dinner or taking a few hours away just to do something that really fuels you, I'm so much more productive and I'm so much better at reaching my goals when I take that time.
Yes, amazing, amazing. Yes, I totally agree. Thank you so much, Don, for being amazing guest on our podcast and sharing your enthusiasm. I really want to acknowledge you for doing what you do because you are so passionate about this and you know what you want to do. You see what are the steps. You study other people. Yes, it is amazing example really for other women entrepreneurs who want to start their new business and.
Yes.
This is just the way how it is. Have the
Yep.
goal and do steps every day, and every
Yes.
day when you do these steps you will improve, you will get better results, and of course you will succeed. So I wish you great
Absolutely.
success as well, and see you again in our future episodes.
Thank you. Have a great day. I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome.